click the download button to download WordPress zip file. I have it downloading to my desktop. Navigate to the downloaded file. Right-click on the zip file and go to Extract All. A dialog window should appear. It should show the location where you want to extract the files to, and if you want to open the new folder with the extracted files. Since we do, I keep the box checked. Now we have the new folder show up with the extracted files. We need to upload. To do so, I'm going to open my FTP client. I use FileZilla. Connect to your web host using your FTP information. Once connected, you will need to navigate to your website's public directory. Mine is in public_html/sample.com. Every web host will be different. I now will move all the extracted files to my web host. Now that the files are uploaded, let's navigate to our website. We can see that WordPress is uploaded but not installed. We need to create a new configuration file. To do this, you need to have your database information. Enter your information in the following fields. I suggest changing the table prefix. Now that WordPress can connect to our database, we can continue with the installation. You will be asked a few questions about your website, such as site name, username, password, and if you want your site to show up on Google. Once this information is filled out, click Install WordPress. You now have WordPress installed and can start your new blog. Please see our other tutorials for more help. And thank you for watching.
Okay, we've installed the site. We did a couple security things. We got rid of the default admin user. We did some screen options, changed our screen options, or our dashboard layout options, if you will. Screen options are up here. So now in this video I'm going to get into the settings a little bit, and I'm just going to kind of hit the highlights of the settings. I'm not going to go into all of them. There's quite a few. It's here underneath this settings tab. So let's go ahead and just start with the general settings. And what you're going to see is you're going to see the site title. That's pretty self-explanatory. If I change that to test, or add test, I'm sorry, we'll change that title. And this is the tagline. We'll say make a new tagline. So we'll make a new tagline here. And this is your site URL and your site web address, which will be put in by the configuration. And this is the email address where you're going to get all your alerts and stuff. So we just have an example in here for this website. Anyone can subscribe is off by default. You can change your time zone here. We're in Central Time in Minnesota, so we're going to go to -6 would be the correct time for us on this one. How do you want your dates to look on the website? You can change that right here. And then how do you want your time to look? And then what day of the week you start with is Sunday, and I must have went in here and changed this already. but the default it would be Monday. And a lot of times what happens if you add a calendar or some type of plugin that adds a calendar, a lot of them will go by this, and you'll want to know, why can't I get it to look like a regular calendar, if you will. Go check this, make sure it's set to Sunday. So then if I just save these changes, you'll see it's changed right here, the title already. But if I do a right click, open a new tab in Firefox, we can go look at the front. And this is just a fresh install, so I just have the 2010 basic theme that comes with WordPress running. And you'll see I changed the title here, and I changed my new tagline here. So if I go back here, I'll just take that back off. And we can just go back to just another WordPress site, and I'll save that and refresh. You'll see those are back to where they were before. Okay, so a couple other settings I usually always change. A little copy is the writing one. You're going to have the size of this post box. This is the one I almost always change for everybody. If I go grab, let's just go look at a post real quick. And the default hello world is, it's a brand new install. That is this area right here. It's set up at only 10 lines right now. A lot of times that'll be a pretty narrow space if we're doing a long post, we're adding images and doing work. This workspace will get pretty narrow. So for me, I like to change this to maybe 25 lines, I don't know, 30 lines. Change to whatever you feel works out good for you. The rest of this I'm not really going to get into in this video. And I'm going to go ahead and save this. And then let's go back and take a look at that. And now you'll see this big area. Now I have this big work area to use. Okay, looking at reading, a couple of quick settings here. These should be set, especially if you're a client of Simply Works. I will have set these for you, or they might not even work if we're using a custom template.